short dick man. What in the world is that fucking thing? You need some fucking tweezers to put that little thing away. That has got to be the smallest dick I have ever seen in my whole life. Get the fuck out.
Remember the 90s where you could just shame men?
90s? You can do that now.
You just shame little dick men. Remember that time? What a better time.
What's up, everybody? We're back. It's the Bonfire. We have a very special guest in studio. Jay?
Great guest in studio. Yeah? I'm your guest?
No, not you.
Oh, you can't read. Sorry. Her new special, Big Guy, streaming right now on Netflix. And she's on tour with dates coming up in Jersey City, Aptos, California, Toronto, Kansas City, Panama Beach. And you can get tickets at her website, rachel-feinstein.com. It's Rachel Feinstein, everybody.
Hey. Thanks, you guys.
What's happening, Rach?
I'm really taking that imaginary applause in. It really felt like it was for me.
It does feel good. I'll tell you what. I'm so used to that on this show that when I go to shows and they do that and just like 3 radio guys or the 2 other podcasters just hear their claps, you're like,
yeah.
That sucks. I go, why don't you just pump in like a stadium of people? It's so easy. Watch. We'll do it again. Everybody, Rachel Feinstein's joining us today on the show. Come on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Get off my dick.
Rachel.
It feels fantastic. I'll take it. I just did like this interview with, I can't remember what it was. I think it was Daily Beast, and I always have the mic wrong, and Bobby always has to fix it for me.
I got you.
She's your girl. And I did, I did this interview, and they were like, they asked him something about the special and what I thought it might change if I thought it might change my life, and I said in a dumb 1950s voice, I go, by the time it comes out I'll be a star. And they fucking printed that with no I just look like the biggest twat in all the land.
Out of context?
It's just like the quote of the article, by the time this comes out I'm gonna be a star. Like, what a dumb cunt.
Says high on the horse Rachel Feinstein.
It makes me look insane. Insane.
When this comes out, I'm not going to remember your fucking name, asshole. Whoever this piece of shit writer is.
Oh my God.
No, that's bad. That's a bad context.
It's not good. I have to I might make a video on my Instagram because it's like being circulated. I'm like, I look like a ludicrous asshole. I have to clear this up.
We'll wait to see if it happens first.
Who says that?
Maybe it might happen.
You're about to see my name in lights.
Well, it's out there. It's like on Twitter and everywhere else. Everybody that reads it probably set screenshots, and all the people that don't care for me one bit probably setting it back and forth. Like, look at this dumb skank.
It's the curse of the character. Bobby plays an alt-right psychopath on this show. And people seem to know that.
I love
Bobby. There's another one. There's another one, by the way, came in. Bobby. Next one said, had to get rid of Sirius XM. Love you, bro. But if I have to hear any, I swear I don't know what they're talking about. This is the second one, Bobby. The first one I told you about. This guy goes, I can't listen anymore of Bobby's hateful speech. What are they talking about?
Have I ever said anything hateful?
No.
Bobby's so sweet.
Have I ever said anything?
I wonder what he's even referring to.
They've called him his right-wing mumbo
I feel
jumbo.
like the only thing Bobby gets mad about is like when you don't want to stay longer at a barbecue or something. Yeah,
yes.
Bobby just wants company. If you take away Bobby's company, he's going to be pissed. But that's it.
Because then you leave him alone in a dark place.
First of all, I love being alone. Jay, you're the one who can't be alone.
I love being alone. Tummy time.
You do not like. You have a guy in the room with you doing tummy time.
You've come in to do tummy time.
Yes.
I do believe on your honeymoon, I heard that. I heard like at your wedding, didn't you have like other comics in your room?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he can't be alone.
Yeah, we had a big thing in our hotel
Jay,
room
you
afterwards.
hate being alone. You never I'm sitting in my backyard by myself all the time.
Oh yeah, before we did a show at the Paramount, and there was people backstage, and everyone was hanging out, hooting and hollering. And then at one point I go, "Where's Bobby?" And Bobby was finding his chi, his center in a room by himself.
I went into another room to kind of get my shit together, what I'm going to do on stage. And Jay's in the back with fucking 19 people hanging out, smoking weed, and that's his thing. He likes a group of people around him at all times.
Not at all times.
All times.
Not at
all times. I've never seen you alone. You love people around you.
Well,
that is
Christine's
true.
attached to me.
Jay does like a lot of people, but it is funny.
I go on the road alone.
When you go, that's your thing. It's usually when somebody insults you, though. They go, "That's your thing. That's you. That's fine. That's fine."
Dude, you spit when you talk. That's your thing.
Let me ask you a
It's
question.
your identity.
Let me ask you a question. The first time you said that to me, it bothered me. I've only
What?
said that because you said somebody said that I'm a right wing guy. I am a registered Democrat. I voted for Biden. Here's the thing. I only said I like the police and first responders, and I love America. How is that right wing?
I don't know.
I don't understand what these fucking. I'm glad you
They're
canceled. I'm
insane
glad
now.
you
People
canceled
are
your
insane.
fucking subscription because you're a mental patient.
Well, he can't hear it.
If you
He
think
canceled it.
he'll get this, someone will get this.
Yeah, the month turned over.
I'm fucking so sick of it. It's fucking retarded.
Oh, it's two people, if I'm being honest. But
It's-
I mean,
but
those
it's-
are two. I don't understand. Maybe the second.
Bobby, do you know the messages I get every single day? Like you have no idea.
Like what?
And I internalize every single one of them.
Yeah,
Just
but saying if I was like I'm voting for Trump and fucking this, all I care about is I like America. I'm very patriotic, and I like the police and the firefighters, and I love the troops. And if you don't, and I love
all I
and
care
think-
about is that freedom is free, bitch.
And I think if you're protesting and you hate Jews, I don't like you.
We're taking back the Zog machine. Jew by Jew by Jew, the white man marches.
it's
We'll say this, not our week. Not our week. I'm getting the craziest messages. Like I never post anything political ever.
I don't
And I think that the
either.
far left is as crazy as the far right is as crazy as the far left. And I get messages. I'll be like, I'm doing a date in Tampa, and they'll be like, "Die, you Zionist pig." And I'm like, "Can a
These
bitch,
people are fucking.
can a bitch promote her late
You know,
show?"
I'm lucky in that my mom's Jewish. My dad isn't. So, and I have his last name. So my name, you'll get that because of simply your last name reading so Jewish. I've never. No one's come. If people
mom
come up to me and they
wasn't
go,
Jewish either. She
if they
was
come up to me and they're like, people are like, "Free Palestine." I'm like, "Sure, man, that's your thing, sure." I guess that's your thing, Free Palestine.
That's your thing. Is amazing.
If someone goes, I literally, I'll switch from conversation to kind of goes, Israel needs to be defended and this has to end. Like, yeah, you're right too, dude. And I just keep it moving.
I mean, everybody just loves screaming at everybody and telling them what to do, and and both sides. Everybody just tells you what's right and wrong, and like, yeah, I'm just, come on, can a bitch sell some tickets for her late show in Tampa? But now every other message I get is like, "You rat pig." I don't say anything political ever.
That's like, come see Rachel preach Israel at Tampa. Side splitters.
I don't know. People just, it doesn't matter what you say. I
love
say
that
the
they're
wrong thing.
sneaky bitches too. Come to me. DM me.
Oh, you're getting
Don't go to my friend and DM him behind my back. You're a grown man. I would imagine a grown man. And then, dude, I'm fucking sorry, dude.
Yeah, but you're not going to engage with him, though.
How do you
write back-
know
I write-
this? It could be a Mississippi teenager.
You
How
know-
do you know any
Jay
of
writes
this?
back.
I
You're
write
right,
back-
man.
I
It's
go-
hard to do
I
the
go-
show with him.
I try to tell the guy to chill out, man, with all that crazy shit, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Bobby hates abortions. He hates everything.
I'm a big fan. I've had a few of them.
Yourself?
No,
Yeah, but you did 3 years with a hanger on yourself. Is this working right? Am I doing this right?
I'm a big fan. Don't sing that.
Sorry, Poppy.
Don't sing that.
I'm
Don't sing
sorry,
that.
Poppy. I was wrong, and you were right.
Didn't you say when you had the guy who sang the song on the show?
Hang on, I'm not done.
Go ahead, take your laugh.
So I went to thinking again, and he'd left the paper out. It's your fault on account of you left the paper out when you went down to do the job.
You're gonna make
I
Bobby
was going to
piss.
just stir my bowl and just keep stirring it. But then all of a sudden I saw them words on the page. And I got to thinking out loud all kinds of ideas about how to fix stuff all over the world. And then I realized I'm nothing but a girl. I don't have nothing in my brain but a few recipes and nothing else.
You're gonna break Bobby. He falls to pieces.
Jay doesn't understand why I love it so much. I love it. And he doesn't get it.
No, Bobby just says his thing. It's so vague. He just goes, "I love voices." That's his thing. I love voices.
I like characters, but that character it fucking kills me. I love it.
No, you didn't say I like characters. You said like voices.
I like
And then you
voices.
and Dan fucking batted eyes at each other for 10 minutes.
I love Dan's
Bobby
voices.
loves voices.
Dan makes me crack up. I love it. I love it.
Dan is
I
funny.
love yours.
He just did his podcast. Yeah, Jay, we love yours.
Yeah,
Why
my
don't you
voice
take
is-
in a compliment?
Yeah, why don't you take in a
I
compliment?
hate
Get
it.
in and sit
Yeah.
with it.
My voices are stupid. I only do 3 of them. They all suck. Everything's dumb and I'm ugly. Christine's gonna bang this black porn star. Yeah, before you came in, we played a rousing game of would Christine fuck this guy, where we showed several pictures. The answer generally is she would, and then she picked the one. She had to pick one overall, and it was Jason Love, black male porn
Yes,
star
can I see a
Jason
picture,
Love.
please?
You don't want to.
You sure
The
can.
answer was that I wouldn't because they gave me like 5 comics I know. I'm like, no, I wouldn't have sex with any of them.
I know, but you said
You
you,
can't
would.
give,
At
like,
the end of it, you said
comedians,
you
she
picked
knows.
one.
Yeah, then you picked Giannis at
Yeah,
the
you
end.
picked Giannis at the
You
end.
made
So
me pick the most of all the comics.
That was the game.
That was the game. This
But
guy
this
here.
guy won.
Dear God.
Dear God, it's right. Wait, you didn't even see.
You want to see
Dear
his
God.
weenus?
You want to
No,
see?
because I don't want because that's just a problem. Like people think girls sit around and talk about how they want some sort of ludicrous. No, that's no one needs that.
Well, Christine picked this.
Right, but she didn't pick his. I was about to say pee-pee.
She did.
She didn't pick his
No,
pee-pee.
you're wrong. Because she didn't make her decision until she saw his pee-pee.
I'm sure you guys just harassed and wore her down until she said a series of things
Not
like
at all.
fine.
She grabbed the pen as soon as she saw him.
She wrote copious notes.
and she
No,
started
it was. Who's the other douche that you made? It was between him and this. What's his name?
James Grage.
Let's see him.
I knew this was going to be I knew it was going to be this guy.
I
over
don't
this
like
girl.
any man that does like a photo shoot like that though. It's silly with little tight bathing suit panties. It's just dumb.
This guy here, Rachel. This is the other guy.
These guys are all ridiculous.
So it was between those
Any guy
two.
that videotapes himself working out, first of all, it's such a turnoff. By the way, I know he has a sea of pussy and doesn't need me and my nonsense, but
Exactly.
like he would absolutely leave me
Exactly.
right on the curb with my fucking Nordstrom rack bag.
She said what? Yeah, that guy. What?
But I
Soon as
look
you
at
did
but
your
look at
character.
this. It's ridiculous. Just this red-faced lunatic. Just
Jacob
stop it.
subscribes to this.
But he's.
I don't
it's
like this kind of
what he
stuff.
does for a living. He's a fitness expert.
He's a gay squatter.
He has a maniacal look in his eyes, and I don't. It's just all I'm saying is not that that's not his job, but that it's I don't find that attractive.
I bet this guy
Jacob
Seems
loves
grifts.
him.
unhinged.
Jacob
and it's a
loves
lot.
him.
Jacob loves him.
This guy grifts old
Work
ladies
out.
for money, I bet.
Guys will always be like get this idea of like what women collectively want, and they'll be like, "That's your thing," and I'm like, "No, we don't want a man like Grease like laying around on
Well, no,
rocks and
wait a second.
videotaping
Stop
himself
for a second.
lifting."
We gave her an array of men.
It's true.
We didn't give her just these guys. Show her the
But
other
most of
men.
them were comics.
No,
so that
the
was
other-
issue.
She can't say that she wants to fuck people Jay knows, and she probably files them like men do. And once you realize you're not going to sleep with somebody that's not that energy, you put them in a box.
Are you kidding?
somewhere.
I wish Dawn would lay it out to me. I'd wake her up, dude. I would
wake her up. It's
up.
so ridiculous.
we offered her a K-pop twink.
We gave her
she
a cape.
turned that down.
Turn that down.
Really?
We offered her a guy she already had sex with. Turn that down.
Turn that guy down.
Just give me like any baseball player. I like a thick thigh, but this is silliness.
A thick thigh.
Well, Christine didn't pick this guy. I said, I think Christine finds a little bit of femininity in over caring about like working out and filming and sculpting muscle. I think she finds like a femininity to that.
Well, let's let the woman speak, even though it should be illegal.
It should be. It should be.
What do you feel, Christine?
Christine?
No,
Christine? You may answer.
Jason. This guy's douchey. They're both douchey. I mean, one's like a male porn star, gross, and this guy's a male workout coach, gross. But the
Gross
rest, it was
now.
they gave me Kelsey Cook, Giannis, Josh Adam Myers, Big Irish J, John F. O'Donnell, and a K-pop star. So what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
It was a
that-
terrible grouping of people.
Clearly Giannis.
But it is a bunch of different people.
It is a bunch of different people, but then it was actually though it was 7 comics and 3 other people. seven comics, a K-pop star, and 2 bodybuilders.
Any guy that like is coaching other men about how to be more manly is disgusting.
I thought the game should have had.
He's like, here, if you want to be on my road of manliness, just follow along.
Jacob loves this guy. I mean, you really.
I mean, it's not his boyfriend.
Jacob watches videos of gentlemen showing you what thing you should shave with, like a gentleman.
Any man that's doing coaching like that, I don't. Yeah, I don't believe in.
Please,
this man.
Jacob, what's the name of the guy?
Now, come on. I
Kirby.
don't follow him like a. Like
Do you
Jacob.
watch
Jacob.
like masculine coaches? Come
Bobby does
on.
this. Bobby does this too. Just so you know,
They're
Bobby's going to try to deflect.
they're
No, I'm not
laying
going to
this
deflect.
on now.
I am not going to deflect.
They're
Bobby's
laying
also
this
into
on
this.
I don't know why you're turning on me today, you piece of shit. Listen to me. You really are.
Lewis
I
is
know
out of town.
what fucking mood swing you had between the shows.
Lewis is
Listen
out
to
of
me.
town.
Listen to me.
Yes.
Yeah, settle
I'm
down.
listening.
Listen to me. You do not back down from this. You love Kirby. Stick up for it.
I
There
do.
you go.
But I mean, I use the James Grage videos to work out too.
Right? And Kirby too.
It works for me.
And what does Kirby do?
He teaches you how to dress classically,
Great.
classic gentleman style, like
He's
a suit.
wiener.
Yeah, he does not.
He's a
look like I
masculine
wanna look.
coach. Oh my god.
No, he's not a masculine
He
coach.
is. What is he? This is ridiculous.
There's nothing
He looks like my
masculine.
tax attorney. This is not a
Rachel,
man you
there's
go to for manly lessons.
I didn't go to him for that.
Jacob, don't you back down. You stand up for what you
backing
believe in.
down.
Purely for
Jacob,
for
you have a
dress.
timeout. I'm
Purely
sorry,
for
but you're in a
dress.
timeout right now because
Oh,
I
you're
need
being-
to take in
you're
this
being-
Rachel,
horse shit.
I don't go to him for
Kirby
for
would not.
masculinity.
Kirby,
This is like-
Kirby would not put up with this.
His suit's too big for him.
Oh my
That's
dear
a custom.
God.
That's a custom fitted
His
suit.
custom suit is too big.
This
She
is the
pulls
kind
up
of
the
guy.
same video every time.
This is the kind of. Oh my stars.
I mean, Jacob,
my-
any
This is-
video.
Yeah, that guy looks like he's never.
This one's lame too.
They're all lame.
Who puts their shoes on their
Rachel,
desk and shines them like Mr. Rogers or something?
Rachel, in this video, he goes to England and he has a classic martini made for him.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
There's a certain way you
I
have
like
to
to
make
send
it.
him on some trips.
What a gentleman. Who's the other? Isn't there another
God,
guy
what
too?
a-
Who's the guy
I
who
didn't say I
shows?
want to live his life. It's
Here's what
not
you do.
about
You put a
that.
kerchief in
When
your
he-
pocket, and here's some other ways to pretend to be human.
Jacob met Jimmy Carr,
Oof.
and it was like looking at like a vision from heaven that he would love to.
Yeah.
I like Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy
style.
is pretty fun. He's a good
I
guy.
like his style.
No, he's great. I'm saying just the overall. Like Jimmy's like, I'm gonna put on like a less fancy suit on Sundays. Like Jacob does enjoy that, but
I
also
guess
Jacob
what I
wants to
wanna
be a cowboy. He wants to be a gentleman and a cowboy, which those two things don't overlap a lot.
It's a pickle.
They do if you're on
Well,
Yellowstone.
let me ask
it
you
does.
this. Okay, so like, why don't you just go to the Halloween store? Why are you fucking your life up with these men?
It's not
and
a
this is a
costume to
lot
me.
of screen time for you. You know what he needs? He needs his screen time taken away because this is
It might
not
be that.
good for him.
Maybe you should come to work in a smoking jacket.
Jacob, she has a bag
Get a
of
pocket
Neiman
watch or
Marcus
something.
clothes. She's into fashion. Don't you back down from this. Look at her. You think she's dressed like a hobo? Her whole outfit is expensive. She has to hide money from her husband so she can go buy shopping shit.
They
Don't
do-
you don't think she
exactly.
has a fucking bathroom full of magazines of a bunch of broads going, this is in fashion now? Don't you back down from her. You stick up for
I know
it.
that if the baseball player she says she's into would walk in here dressed like a gentleman, a classic gentleman, wouldn't be any shit talking about
No,
it.
it's because of why.
That I don't mind that you like to wear suits. I think I love men in suits. That's great.
that's all.
What I'm concerned about is that you feel you need to take in this type of content and any sort of like masculine how to be a man coach. Just
don't.
go buy some suits. And maybe, but I feel like, and that's not the guy. Like, that guy looks like one day he's going to kill his wife. Like, putting his
Yeah.
shoes on his desk like that,
That guy's
and
a killer,
shining
for
them.
sure.
Like, yeah, he's
But
going to make a
here's-
suit out of his wife's skin.
Well, this is one angle
I
of
don't
what
wanna
Bobby.
dress like him.
This is one angle of what Bobby and Jacob enjoy, as far as masculinity training. They also
Training is great.
they're also freshmen in Dante's man school,
oh, God.
You know what?
and also.
fucking
But wait, no.
You're out of your mind.
But Bobby, who's the other one? Because then there's also a guy who teaches them how to be masculine in like paint your face and hide in the sewers and you can kill your own food kind of thing. Who's that guy?
What's that asshole's name?
He's not an
wait,
asshole.
Is that an asshole? Bobby might be working with him.
Actually, he's not an asshole. I might be working with him in September. He's a again, I guess I'm a right-wing guy. He's an ex-Marine that fought for this country.
Trump 2024, Bob.
So you can send DMs to fucking Big J. So you have the freedom.
Bobby's hate speech.
Oh, I fucking hate
There's
that
no-
little fucking
Bobby
pansies.
said nothing hateful the
I've
entire
never-
run of the show.
I've never said anything hateful about
What are you
anybody.
talking about?
But I'm a right-wing.
We don't even talk
fucking-
politics at all.
Never. Oh, you pussies. His name. He's a survivalist.
That's Bobby. I'm Jay. And to get our full show, sign up for a SiriusXM subscription at SiriusXM.com/bonfire. Support our show. Don't be some jerk off just taking the free stuff. Let them know you want us to be here forever.
Or we won't.
Or we won't.
Subscribe. And he goes out and...
What's his name, Bob? You're trying to not have us bring up his name.
I'm bringing up his name. I'm
Is he one of those guys that tells you how to like make fire in the woods, Bobby? You're never going to need to learn to do that shit. You are an air conditioning guy.
He's prepared.
I am not. I go out in the woods all the time. I've done it a bunch of times. I go out in the woods. Me, Ari, Big Joe List. I've gone out in the woods.
Big Joe List.
No, right. I mean, listen, by the way, I say that as I'm not a camper. I guess you do go camping, so maybe you are. Okay, so you do like camping. Well, let me just say this. Yes. But these things, you're not going to have to like eat a rat or something or whatever those guys do. I feel like you like Wi-Fi too, and you like gadgets. I feel like I
am a well-rounded man. Yes, I like.
No, Bobby. Though I will say, can I defend Bobby? Can I defend you here?
I would finally like you to defend me.
I defend you all the time when people are coming at you attacking your politics. So what? You just think black and white people should be different places, not one dead.
I would
Somebody
love to.
did send a letter about you.
What? What is this? Fuck you. I got letters about you guys.
Do you want me to send a letter? Read part
Oh, guess what, Bobby? Christine remembered the name of the guy.
Yeah, let's read a letter about how somebody doesn't like me. Can we go to Reddit and read about you?
Quote it.
Ooh,
The
Jake
truth
Miller,
is, I'm
fire out.
afraid. I'm afraid of what a real man Bobby is. It's a small part of me
No,
that
Bobby,
just can't take it.
I don't hear.
Let her finish.
I don't hear
I know he
complaints.
could skin a raccoon at night if push came to shove. And I suppose there's a part of me that just gets wild when I even think about it. Sorry. Okay.
She found it, by the way. Donnie Dust, Rachel.
It's Donnie Dust.
So exhausting. What is he doing?
He is
Oh man.
He's helping out your curiosity
Even
with
that
wildlife.
vest looks depleting.
That's a warm vest. You need
I
something
don't.
that
I'm not a
keeps you
woods
warm.
person. I'm a beach
We
person.
know you're not a woods person.
Do you
We're
think
looking
Bobby?
at your fucking spray tan. We know you couldn't go out in the woods.
Do you think Bobby owns a quiver?
I do have a really bad spray tan.
I think Bobby might own a quiver.
I do have a quiver.
Yeah.
I have a compound bow.
Quiver? Is that for arrows?
Yes, Christine, a
Yes.
quiver of arrows.
Gee, you know when the apocalypse comes, you're dead.
You know what Christine said to me? I said, I want to get a big ass one of those crazy knives and order them online. And she goes, why? And I didn't really have an answer.
I'll give you one.
Yeah, because it's going to be used. If anybody gets a hold of that, you'll be dead in a more violent way than you would have been dead anyway.
No.
I will get you one.
Not the way. Not when I shadow.
Give Jay a knife.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
get you a bushcraft knife.
Yeah.
Nice big one. Yeah. You want that? Why that big?
Because Rambo.
I was walking home
Was that a good answer?
want a
Why
Rambo?
that? Because Rambo.
because Rambo is so dumb.
You don't
I
need
was
that
walking
knife.
home with my brother one night, and I was like, and like, there's a guy across the street. My brother gave him like this wild look, and I was like, what was that? Like, he was like some quiet businessman. He's like, oh, I just like had to quickly imagine how I'd kill him in my head, and I'm like, what the fuck, Justin? And he's like, every guy does that. You have to quickly imagine like how you would defend yourself. I'm like,
100%.
we're in Santa Monica.
I think my knife's going to be. I like my knife being held kind of down, so I could. It's a picture that's the
So
murder I'm
you
delivering.
guys do that? Like if you see a guy like around, you imagine how you would.
75 times a day.
Yeah, no doubt.
Every time I'm outside, I always look around, make sure, all right, that guy could be a problem with that guy. Anytime I'm in an elevator, I immediately go into my head of how I would take care of this person.
And then when I get past them and that's over, then I go back and I relive it in my head with adding in things I said and crazier things. Like there was 3 of them, and I go, the first one who starts talking the shit, I do the 2 fingers in his nose thing and lift it up. And I go, what? Your friend's got something to say too? And then they all sort of back down from my aggressive behavior.
I do it at Max's lacrosse game. I fought every father there. Mm-hmm. Every time I go there, I pick out, he's a problem. I'll take him.
Which kid's father gave you the
Problem
most
is
trouble?
amazing.
Which one's father gave you the most trouble?
It was
You won every one.
It was
but-
on the other team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was a problem.
He was a little
Yeah.
bitch
Why?
boy.
He was.
Was that the Hispanic neighborhood?
No, it was Italian or Lebanese or some shit.
Nah, dude.
Problem,
Ain't no
dude.
Lebanese dad going to beat you up.
Yeah,
You know,
he was-
Bobby was thinking, should have put him back on that bus they came from.
Right wing
Should have
Bobby.
stayed on that boat.
What do you want me to read?
I mean, listen,
Well,
I just
Bobby,
think,
I don't mean these things I say. I suppose you could take me to the lobotomy factory after all. I suppose that's where I belong. when I start to make my brain think. Well, it's anyone's guess where it's going to end. And I'll tell you this, it won't be good. Probably in prison. Or maybe even a lesbian like my cousin. I don't know, somebody should probably. Today I met a real survivalist, and he had the longest chain wallet you ever saw in his life. And his name was Big J. Okerson. And I was scared something awful.
I wish my chain wallet had any other, some other function, bushcraft function.
It doesn't even have a wallet function.
Doesn't even have a wallet attached to it.
Tonight I met a man that could kill a real raccoon at Ozfest.
Jay has a chain wallet with no wallet.
Really?
No,
The wallet.
it just goes to nowhere. Jacob's called it. It says, I have a chain that's connected to lies.
He said he told me today that he has all this stuff in his back pocket just to take away from his flat ass.
Bobby, that was pillow talk.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Pillow Talk is amazing.
Bobby.
I wish that was the name of your podcast. Pillow Talk is fantastic.
I told you that in pure confidence. No, for sure. Yeah, I pad up my ass with things in my pockets. Big scarf. Yeah, I got a flat ass. We saw Soder walking away today.
Oh, God.
And that's one flat ass.
It's the worst.
Really?
Yeah, it really does. Looks like he's like carrying, like he stores a book in there.
Yeah, he looks like he's like a piece of paper.
So I did his pod yesterday. I didn't really clock his ass. I feel like I don't check to ass at man.
No, that's what he
asses
keeps
too
it. He
much.
sits on the couch the whole time, so it's really you don't really get a shot to go with his ass. Christina, you attracted to Donnie Dust?
Come on,
Not
Christine.
really.
not
a
enough.
little, he's a bit much.
He's actually
This guy makes you do shit on a Sunday. He's not just
this
going to take
guy?
it easy.
Oh my God, he,
li-
looks
he-
exhausted.
He's exhausted. That's how I picture he's fucking exhausted. He
He
goes,
is amazing.
He goes, honey, I'm gonna go. He goes, I'm gonna cook some up tonight. You go, okay. He goes, I'm gonna go sharpen all the knives first. Like, oh fuck,
No, but
dude,
he-
just use the knives.
He doesn't.
God.
He doesn't use knives. He uses obsidian knives that he makes himself.
What does that mean?
Obsidian knife? You
Yeah.
don't know what that is?
He makes.
I don't know
before
what
he
that is.
cooks.
It's
He makes his own knife before he cooks.
Who asked that
Oh,
question?
fuck.
Obsidian knives. You don't know what obsidian knives are?
It's the original. It's
No one's
literally-
ever asked that question
It's
before.
before there was steel. They used obsidian for knives. It's it's like a
What
rock.
Wolverine's made out of?
Slow down, Bobby. My brain doesn't get it yet.
You happy? Rachel's gonna shut off.
Can I just his life seems like real tiring. Like
Yeah.
what's that kind of what's the type of like pans that you have to like wash in some special way? I always forget the cast iron.
Cast iron
So
pans.
I'm always in trouble with my husband because I didn't like rinse it right and do the thing. Like I just
He's a
want
man.
something I have to do the least amount of just hurl it in a dishwasher. This guy makes his own knives.
This guy makes his
Before
own.
thanks.
dinner.
I actually have. He sent me a couple. I have a couple.
Did he?
Obsidian knives. Yeah, he gets obsidian, which is like a rock, like a lava type of rock.
He sends you gifts like a lady, dude. He's
it's a
courting
glass. It's a
I know,
glass.
this is
And
amazing.
they
you. He's courting you right now, dude. This is bushcraft courting.
he made. Well, I'm flattered. He
He's gonna fucking make a twine condom and fucking rip your insides apart.
he makes arrowheads used to be made out of obsidian knives. Everything they used to hunt with was made with obsidian.
Where do you find this loose obsidian?
Just out in the fucking, you just grab it.
Oh, you don't know.
It's out in the. You can just grab the obsidian knives, obsidian rocks everywhere.
What's this made of? Femur and obsidian?
That's it right there. That's it. Obsidian. And it's actually the sharpest knife in the world. Obsidian
Oh
knife.
boy.
Not the one this guy made. Oh my God! I just want to eat. Look at this guy.
It's actually the sharpest knife that you'll ever be able to get your hands on.
That sounds like something a kid would say between puffing an inhaler.
It really is.
As a matter of fact, of all the obsidian knives, this one would be the first of my chart of never getting pussy ever again in my entire life.
I'm a fool.
I mean, this is batshit to go through this.
Why? That's the
just
way they
buy
did
a
it.
knife.
Thousands of years they did that.
It's like being close to nature, Bobby.
You get to.
I love all of them.
This is like Dawn. I thought it was Dawn.
I fucking love all of them. I mean,
So
Dawn,
what is his,
Dawn,
like-
Dawn hates this too.
So he just gets up like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Does
Oh, he's
he
making
ever
a
like?
sword.
Does he ever like?
Back.
I mean,
You
he
ever seen the
doesn't have
movie-
time to do other man things when he does that. Like he's never gonna make the fourth quarter if he's outside.
Dude, this guy would have to fucking. This guy must have to jerk off with a loofah to have it feel less rough.
Dude, where do they live? And does he watch like
Jay,
TV?
you wouldn't like
Is he
that?
like Amish in a way, like where he
he
won't
actually
use stuff?
he lived in a cave for 8 years out in the wilderness by himself.
What? Is that true?
That's true. Why are you asking
You
Jacob?
turned to me. I don't know this.
I'm telling you, it's true. Why would you not believe
He
me?
lived exclusively in a cave for 8 years.
Yeah, he lived in a
What
cave
do you
for 8
think
years.
him and that guy shining his shoes on
His
his desk
book-
would do together? What would there be fun? Their
They-
fun-loving
they would not
rom-com
get
be
along.
about?
They would not get along. That'd be like the odd couple.
Bobby, that's a weird, like, 8 years in a cave isn't true.
No, it is true.
Every day. You can't join society again. They tried this with Greystoke.
You don't like come out better. That's not a good idea.
Oh, dude, you can't reassimilate to society after 8 years in a cave. You're not going to be all right, man.
It's not good. It's not a good look.
Not everybody needs fucking
You're like,
pedal
you're like,
videos to get
Donnie,
get through their
Donnie,
day.
where you been? And he's like,
I'm not saying he didn't go to the store once in a while for some shit, but
for stuff he just stock
By
up
the
on
way,
for the
did he-
cave.
does
He had to
he
go to
have-
the store for the cave.
Does he
lives-
have kids? Does
Yes,
he have kids?
he has
Okay,
kids,
can I
yes.
just
He's
say
married-
this?
well,
if
actually-
I fucking went to go live in a fucking cave for
He didn't
6
bring-
years
he didn't bring
as
his
a
life.
mother, you think anybody? They treat me like Casey Anthony. Meanwhile, this guy just leaves
know-
his fucking family.
you know how happy
to
Pete
just
would
go
be if you
sit
went and
the
lived in a cave for 8 years.
He'd probably be delighted. But Frankie would not be able to get dressed. He would dress her like Steve Jobs, which he always does.
You try to make conditioner out of fucking beaver juice.
He
No,
just
but I'm
dresses
just
your
saying,
child
like, a guy
like
can-
Steve
a guy-
Jobs.
Like he's a father, for fuck's sake.
No,
Imagine if
he-
any woman did this, just left her
He
family
didn't.
and
He
went
didn't.
to
No,
just go hang in a
you're
cave.
just making that up. He didn't leave his family.
He cave
Before
lifed
he
them?
had a family, he did that. And now that he has a family, he's actually lives in a house and with his wife and kids. He's a great dad.
Is
Where's
this
the
what he
proof?
says before he comes?
Yeah, I was going to ask, what's the
I'm reading
proof?
his book right now. His book is great.
Well, a book means nothing. What's the thing that he's lived in a cave for 8 years? Is he just saying, like, we could all just say that. Like, you didn't know me.
I talked to
I go,
him.
Bobby, from 8 to 15, I actually lived underground. And you don't have any options other because you've never seen me between 8 and 15. Except now you've seen me at 15 with my Fresh Prince look.
No, I read his book. He's got 2 books out right now, and I've talked to him much. He's actually I'm gonna try to get him to be one of the guides on Comedy Camp when we film it in September.
So
gonna kill
what
all
does
of you
he
in your
say?
sleep.
Like in his
What's
book,
that?
does he talk about like the mental thing of going through all that, of going to live in a cave? Like what does he say? About
It's yeah, but it's like we can't do it because we're so fucking addicted to our shit. When there's he's
going to kill you and your whole camp in your
I mean,
sleep.
there's difference by having a phone-free afternoon and living in a cave.
Bobby, you guys are all dead, and Donnie Dust is going to be the person who does it. And then I had to spend the rest of my life avenging your death, looking for Donnie Dust in the woods, eating worms and making fucking rock knives.
Oh, it's because he had a heart attack, so that's why he went to live in a cave. This is what?
No,
so
he had a heart.
explain it.
He actually had a heart attack after that. He recently had a heart attack.
He says he started
No,
living in the
he said he
wilderness
went
when
to
he
a
was.
cave because he had a heart attack.
Oh, is that? Oh,
That's what the headline said.
What does it say?
I had a heart attack at 37, so I went to live in a cave.
Yeah, he's a survivalist. He was in the military, and one day he felt actually in the middle of the night he had some pain in his chest, and he just toughed it out, and he wound up saying fuck it. He went to the hospital and he was having a heart attack, and if he didn't make it, he would have been dead. If he went
I'll
back to
get
bed-
my own pacemaker out of this rock.
Why did he? How does a cave help your heart?
No, it doesn't. He just went to go grab life by the balls, I guess.
Because-
Some people would have been like, I'm going to start fucking hookers and trying to meet people more. He goes, I'm going to go live in a cave to reaffirm life. I assume, right? That was his big
Yeah.
thing. He's like, I'm going to go
To-
get one
to-
with nature and be a weirdo. This guy's unstable, and he's going to murder you and all your friends in your
That
comedy
might
camp sleep.
That would be a great fucking episode.
He's going to
Comedy
take your.
camp
He's
if
going to
he
make a
kills
necklace of your
everybody.
ears.
Bobby,
Yes. Yes.
what's a pacemaker?
Explain it to the young lady.
She's not going to understand it, Jay. Even if I do explain it.
Draw it for her also.
Is that one of them pieces of equipment that you're going to put on my brain or to help your heart? It's all a big scam to get me back to that lobotomy place.
Bobby, can you take a
get-
picture tonight with your quiver? I want a picture of you. I want a picture of you
I will.
retrieving an arrow from your quiver.
I'll take a picture of. He sent me a beaver pelt. He sent me a.
Oh, good. Jacob can fuck Christine on in a cave.
Oh, he wants to fuck him all right.
He sent me a obsidian knife. He sent me.
He carved in the side too. I want to queer off with you. So that is, and that's not easy.
He might
to
as well.
carve.
If a man starts sending you those kind of gifts, that sounds like he's courting you, Bobby. I'm telling you, this guy is courting you. He's like, read my book, babe. It ain't no big deal. I wrote a book. I don't care.
A couple
Hey,
arrowheads.
yeah, he's like, he's kind of weird and awkward. And he goes, here, I made you this. I don't. If you want it, you can have it. I don't care.
He sent me a deer tendon.
What?
A deer tendon.
Why?
Well, when
Is it an instrument?
when you kill a deer, if you take its tendon out, you let it dry, and then when you need cordage for a bow and arrow or to wrap a arrowhead onto something, you use the deer tendon. You wet it, you chew on it, wet it, and then you can peel it.
You're not
Can
gonna
I
do
like
it.
just watch
Bobby.
Housewives instead?
Bobby, you can't. You're not doing these things.
I might.
Oh, what? So, Max is going to
So
go,
wait,
my bow and
how
arrow string
many-
broke. You go, that's all right. Let me bite this deer tendon. Ah!
How is he sending this stuff? Is it like Amazon Prime? Or
He actually did send it through FedEx.
he FedEx it to you? That's amazing.
Hang on. I have to hike 60 miles to a FedEx.
This sounds a lot like a guy trying to get his dick wet.
Can
That's
you,
all.
sir, is the Pony Express around here? I can't seem to find the trail.
Bobby, how many gifts has he given you?
Just one.
Okay.
You said 5 things.
No, he gave me
It
a
was
box,
one box
a
of
box
stuff.
box of
Choose
stuff.
one care package.
Two of his books, which are great, and then he gave me a pelt. He gave me some
Tommy
deer,
John's.
piece of deer Tommy John.
Hey, if you try on the outfit I sent you, take a picture and send it to me, kid, huh?
He sent me a.
Whenever I get near Wi-Fi again, I'll get it. That'll be nice.
He sent me an obsidian knife, and he sent me a sheath that he made for the knife. It goes around your neck, and a couple arrowheads. And he
Was
sent
there
me
any card? How dare you check your watch when Bobby was in the middle of his obsidian list? You didn't know it was coming next. It could have been rose petals in there.
Was there a card? Dear Bobby, I hope this finds you well.
No, there was no card.
It's me from the woods.
No, there was no card. He did sign the book, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, he signed the book.
Did it with a pen he made? Did he carve graphite?
Did he write, "Dear bad boy Bobby"?
Dear little stinker. Sorry I missed you.
I love Bad Boy Bobby. I love it.
Little stinker Bobby.
There's a motivator, a guy that Lewis is infatuated with. He watches his seminars. Guys paid to go to a seminar and get yelled at by this guy. And
What's his name?
Lewis has transformed his life because of him.
What is it? What's his name?
Andy
The old-
Elliott.
The old guy?
Andy Elliott
the suspenders?
He used to be a car salesman.
The suspenders, right? Old guy?
No,
White
young
guy?
white guy,
Okay.
jacked.
Really?
He turned his whole car salesman thing into multi-million-dollar company, business, social media. I sent some videos to Christine. Yeah, this guy gets me fucking pumped up, man.
Oh, let's listen to a couple.
And you like motivational stuff, right?
I'm a big fan of motivational stuff. I'll back you up on this, Lou. I mean, even though you're trashing my Donnie Dust guy.
I can't.
Is this him?
This is him.
Let's hear
Andy
it.
Elliott.
Let's hear it.
The
Let's see-
official
let's-
Andy Elliott.
Jay, open your brain and just see if something sticks.
These are always, all of these things
Yeah.
are like Ponzi schemes. They're all, everyone, they're the same thing cults get started by, and the same, they just go, you want to live life like this? You want to do this? Tell other people how to live
Sign
life
up for
like that.
my
It's just,
thing.
everything's just like, like, how do I get where you're at? It goes, tell other people, you'll tell them how to get where you're at, which is where I'm at. It's just like
Black
it's a
Lou?
bullshit thing.
Is that
No,
bullshit?
Andy doesn't do that. He teaches you ways to
He wouldn't
sell.
do that to me.
Yeah.
To sell?
What are
like
you
to be a
selling, Black
salesman?
Lou?
What's that?
What are you selling?
Well, you know, a salesman kind of personality can really help you in life in general as far as talking to people in public.
I think it's
You know,
working because I'm
talking over
listening.
air.
I'm listening.
I think it seems disingenuous a lot of time, people that are sales.
I want to hear some of this guy.
Play the
Can I
one
hear?
where he's in the seminar, the bald one.
I
on the
will say
bottom.
this.
On the bot, right there. Play that. Let's listen.
He
what he's
just-
got to
Oh,
say.
this
Yells
guy
at these
is furious.
guys.
He just does a lot of close face screaming. This
Let's-
guy is, yes, let's watch it.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear this kid.
When you fix the personal life, the business goes BAM! You get to keep the money you make. You even make more because when you go to work, you're a happy son of a bitch and you're proud of your life. But I went home because I was always freaking working. I looked in the mirror. I was disgusted. But everybody said I was doing great. If you have the courage to change, you literally just change your entire bloodline. When you fix...
Black Lou, are you saying you're going to quit?
Fuck no. That was for my job before this.
This is how he tells you guys off in the mirror.
Fuck you! I need to enjoy my life.
I love that Black Lou listens to this guy, and then he's downstairs just smoking pot with you.
Give me I own my haters speech. This will be my favorite.
I get hated on a lot. You know how many people's lives I've changed? Way more. They say some stupid shit. Hey, fuck you, I own you. I just stopped you in your tracks, bro.
First of all, the writing on that shirt, by the way, is too hip-hoppy to be in a tucked-in shirt.
He does seem really happy.
Yeah. This guy does seem pretty stoked on life.
A piece we could all learn something from.
I found a fucking beautiful woman and kids who fill me up with joy. And you could have that too, you piece of shit.
The second comment just says cocaine.
No shit.
I saw one guy ask a question at one of his seminars. He's like, I'm at the place where sometimes I don't feel like I have the confidence with women. He's like, you listen to me, you fucking boss. I was like, all right, it's just a lie.
Don't let no bitch say you ain't fucking. Who's the last? Yeah, I don't believe you actually have haters. Says, is that a guy or a girl? What a dildo.
I think it's a girl.
No, Marco ran that, and you got to be a dildo to quote that. He goes, someone actually hates what you do. Someone not seeing the possibility that someone hates this. Like, who hates you? A screaming, shaved head guy with big muscles and a tucked-in shirt?
Yeah.
Who? Name a person who wouldn't like that.
You're just jealous
tell you,
because
guy.
you're at peace with all your close face screaming.
A guy who has a wallet chain, not to a wallet, with a scarf hanging out of his back shorts. That's who hates you.
I finally found peace through connecting with others. Rachel Feinstein. She has a new special called Big Guy. It's streaming right now on Netflix. And Rachel is on tour with dates coming up in Jersey City, Aptos, California, Toronto, Kansas City.